Hello, true believers. This is bebotsonly doing another vlog update. And first of all, I'd like to thank everybody for coming to the Vendetta Football channel. There are 7 subscribers to it already, so it's growing nicely. So I uploaded 2 new videos to it that I've never before seen. The one where he dominated the district meet, just like I think. A few weeks after I went into prison. So that showed a lot of heart, a lot of character for Hero. But thanks everyone for coming to check out the new Vendetta football channel. So this is the channel where I'm going to be doing a lot of football related videos. So check it out regularly, and sometimes I'll be doing it. So if I haven't been doing any updates to the other channels like the Revolution channel or the Vendetta channel, that means I've been busy growing this football channel because it's a big deal. I mean, Hero loves his football, and of course he's really passionate about it, and he wants to share his football as much as possible to anyone who's interested anyway. But what I really want to focus on today is this number over here, because it's kind of it's an important number, and it's kind of I don't think I'm giving enough information about it. Obviously, I could just say where the number came from. So we're talking about $10,000, a half a million pesos. This number over here, this is actually, a real black and white document. And like I said before, this is the number or the money, the financial incentive that the police used or have to continue to prosecute me, even though I am completely innocent, as you can see from documentation upon documentation upon documentation in black and white. Several judges, not just one, not just two, but 3, said that I'm completely innocent. But then why are they pursuing me so badly? I mean, there's several reasons. Number one, as you can see, is greed, insecurity, jealousy. That's the new Nazi, that's the new Cold War, is because the internet and cyberspace has disconnected but connected people at the same time there's good ways and there's bad ways about it. And this is one of the things that technology has created. It has created a new crime wave, and then here we are. Up here is exactly this number, and I've given a lot of clues about where this number came from, but I've been very vague about it. I mean, there's several reasons. One of the main reasons is because it's very dangerous. When you're dealing with police over here, police, as you could see, and I have documented already, stories, anecdotal stories, statistics, where they're just killing people at whim, and sometimes even at random. I mean, even the international court has addressed it, and for very good reason. I mean, the police over here, because you combine it with people just living for the now, and people just, and then saving face on top of that, and then greed on top of that, and then insecurity on top of that, then you get a really nasty combination, and it puts you in danger. And I've kind of gone back and forth whether I want to make it public or not, but sometimes, the truth or the main motivation why this is all is happening is you can't explain it without without showing where the source came from. And a half a million pesos is a lot of money. $10,000 is a lot of money. I mean, over here, you can basically get somebody on a contract killing for, you're talking about 1,500, from 500 to 1,500 to $3,000. And we're talking about $10,000 over here. So it's a really big deal. It's a lot of money. People over here are desperate for money, and they'll do anything for it, including especially the police, because they have what they have is they have the guns, they have the law on their side, so they're pretty much bulletproof when it comes to numbers like this. And my next one of the reasons why I haven't divulged where this number came from, because what I want was that another reason is because I'm trying to find the right time to do it. I think I want to do it during a live stream where I'm discussing with somebody. It could be anybody. It could be a troll. It could be a follower. It could be a subscriber. It could be a non-subscriber. But this is somewhat something I really want to discuss with somebody at the same time that I talk about it, so they can ask questions about it. Why? How come? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't this happen? And what makes this number really scary is that I've already said that, where did this money came from? And I already told you that the person where this money came from. And what makes this even scarier is everybody who's watching this video right now. Okay, I repeat, if you're watching this video right now, this is so important for you to know, because somebody like this that could do this to you. I repeat, this could happen to you because you also know somebody that this money could come from, for it to happen to you here in the Philippines. So what I'm saying is that this could happen to you also, because this same money, where it came from, could happen exactly to you. If it happened to me, it could happen to you also. And of course, if you know about it, then it wouldn't, if I knew about it, it would have never happened. But I didn't know about it. So how was I supposed to stop something that I didn't know what was happening? Now you have the advantage, you have the pleasure, you have the knowledge here that I could give to you. So this would never happen to you, because the worst case scenario is this could happen to you. The possibility is great. I mean, if you're going to be coming here to the Philippines, this could definitely happen to you. Then if you know why, how, when, where, what, and how to prevent it, then this could save your life, and it could save you a lot of years of heartache, anxiety, stress. And one of the reasons why like I said, is I'm sharing this information is because usually when you've been victimized, especially by the police, I'll be disclaimer again that this is not every police here in the Philippines, but statistically the odds are against you. I'm sure there are good police out there, but not the ones that I've been dealt with. And like I said, not all of them, but but the problem is, all it does is it takes only one to really ruin your life. And of course, like what's going on with the police right now with this Christine DeSera case, is that they can say whatever they want. They don't have any proof of it. Just like these gays are now rapists and murderers now. There's no proof of it, but they went out and said it. So now we got a bunch of gays that have been outed in their personal life. So now at first they were like branded murdering rapist gays now. And why? Why? Because same thing over here, and that part is because they wanted to be on TV, they wanted to be famous, they wanted to be like, oh, I'm the one to save the day. In my situation, I've been branded a human trafficker, I've been branded a rapist also publicly. It's because of this money right over here. And I need to tell you, like I said, I'm going to talk about it, but like I said, I want to give you more information. And like I said, the most important information is this could happen. If it happened to me, it could happen to you also. And what the parameters are, because a person just like this, that I know, just like the person where the source where this came from, there's a source exactly. There is a source that also that they could get this from, that can happen to you exactly also. Like I said, I know I'm very vague, but I also want to I want to make a point here that if this could happen to me, it could happen to you. And the only way to prevent this from happening to you is and everybody knows I'm careful, I'm paranoid, and then how can this happen? Okay, because like I said, what you don't know, this is one of the situations where I didn't know. I mean, this is like the first. This has never happened. And now that it happens, okay, it could happen again. Once it's happened, it can happen again, and it could happen to you. And the only way to prevent this from happening to you is knowing the knowledge that why, what, how, and where, and this is what I provide. So this is what I'm going to do for the next live stream. I don't know when right now. February is a busy month. This week is a very busy month because the kids are on spring break. So I just took a moment right here in the morning to get this video out, just to let everybody know I will be talking about this, but I am looking for somebody to discuss with. So please give me an email at bebotsonly@gmail.com if you're interested. I think there's one person that I was talking to but I want to, but I'm going to be talking about it in the next live stream. And I just want to discuss it and let you know that this could happen to you also. I, but the only way to prevent it, like I said, is through knowledge, and knowledge is power. And this is the knowledge I'm going to share, because once you've been victimized, usually there's two paths you kind of choose. You want other people to be victimized also. It's like, hey, hey, this happened to me, so who cares about you? I want it to happen to you also. No, I'm not like that. If it happened to me, something tragic, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. I want to share this so I can prevent this from happening to other people also, because that's always been my character. And you have to come from a strong place to be in courageous place to be doing that, because I went through hell and I came back, and I want to, and I have to, why did I go through that and come back? What is the reason why? And this is my search. I'm always looking for answers. I'm always, why did I have to go through that? Why did I have to go through hell and back to be able to report this? So here it is, my experience. And one of the other reasons why is I haven't talked about yet, because I'm still waiting for a critical mass so I can share this information with as many people as possible. I'm worried that once I get the information out there, and then it just pretty much kind of dies. So I'm trying to create a momentum. So because I know people have moved on. I know there's a pandemic, but like I said, this is important because it's important to you, because it can happen to you. And the only way to prevent it is to make sure that you know why this happened and where this came from. So like I said, the source of this money is, who it is, especially if you're watching this video and someone just like this, that this could, it means that this could happen to you also. I know you're gonna hate me when I finally tell you where the mystery came from. I told one person, so it makes sense to him, and he's kind of made some troll comments here and there. But he's since nobody has really made any good guesses or anything like that. So I want to reiterate, why this happened, and to remind everybody, like this is where, this is like the Count of Monte Cristo, where he's innocent, but he went to prison anyway, and then he got out, and now he has to share the information, why the people did this. And then here I am, obviously the judge has proclaimed me innocent. I have videos of that. I have documentation of that. And now that I came out of prison, I have to explain to everybody, here's the vendetta part, what was the police's motive, and here's the motive of the police. Of course, they're going to lose their job. Of course, they're going to lose face. And there's nothing worse than a police that's going to lose face, because they got guns and they'll shoot anybody. And as you can see, without even thinking about it, with no conscience, because conscious is a higher level of thinking. And when you're just living for the now, that's just part of the brain that stops you from, okay, well, if I shoot somebody, I'm going to be in trouble after that. But they're not thinking about that. They're going to be saying, oh, this person's going to make me lose face because of this number over here. Of course, they don't want that to happen. But instead of killing me, they just put me in prison, and they thought that they could put me in prison forever. And then that's worse than killing me. But as you could see, that I have this opportunity now to share what happened, and to make sure not only to share what happened to me and for the truth to come out, that it doesn't happen to you also. Because if they can do it to me, they can do it to you also. And the only way to prevent that from happening again is, number one, you have to punish these people. You have to give them consequences for their bad actions, their evil actions, and their illegal actions. And that's just to send a message out there that you don't mess with Bebots Only or their community, because this is what's going to happen to you. You're going to be embarrassed, you're going to lose your job, and hopefully you're going to go to jail for doing this also. And this is what the police have to think about. And if if they're scared, and if they're going to lose face, and they're going to lose their job, and they're going to lose their benefit, definitely it's better to kill that person, because if that person is killed, then the case is gone, and they get to keep their jobs, and they get to keep their benefits, and they keep doing this again to the next person, possibly even you. And remember, you might be above man's law, you might be above God's law, but you're not above Murphy's law. If something can go wrong, it will go wrong. And if you think it'll never happen to you, Murphy's Law says it'll happen to you. And the only way to prevent it is, number one, we have to send a message out there that you can't be doing this. And number two, you have to be prepared, and you have to protect yourself with the knowledge that I'm about to share. And I would like to think that that's the purpose. That's my reason why I'm here, why I'm blogging again, to protect you, for you, because information is power. Anyway, I ranted long enough. This is Bebots Only. I'm looking for somebody that I could live stream with. When that is, probably the end of February. I don't know. Like I said, this is kind of an iffy month for me, especially this week. I've been busy with the kids because of their spring break, but I will definitely. I'm laying low. I'm being where I travel. Part of it has to do with the pandemic. I don't really travel outside of football for Hero. Other than that, like I said, I avoid trouble until I get this information out to you. And because it's gonna be shaking a hornet's nest, and it's gonna just drop right on me once this gets out. Anyway, questions, comments, email me, and we'll get this live stream out. Don't worry, I'll get the information out to you so you can use it to protect yourself and it doesn't happen to you just like it happened to me. Anyway, like I said, you know where this money came from, and you know exactly someone just like it. So this could happen to you, and I will explain it all in the next live stream if I can get somebody that I can discuss this topic with. Anyway, this is Bebots Only. If you have any guesses where the money came from, you could always, but like I said, nobody has made any guesses, so I wanted to put some more clues out there that this could happen to you just like it happened to me, and you know exactly a person just like it that this kind of financial incentive can come from, and the only way to prevent it from happening to you is through the power of knowledge, because knowledge is power. Anyway, this is Bebots Only. Thanks for watching.